Well, okay. Now, everybody's going to remember this. There was years ago, there was a controversy with the Discovery Channel from a show called Man versus Wild with Bear Grylls.
Oh, right.
That one I love.
Wait, are you telling me? Are you telling me he wasn't at risk of death at every second that show was being filmed?
Every time somebody brings it up, this is the first one. Guy goes, Bear Grylls, parentheses, lands on an island. I've been looking around, and this is definitely an island. But then the guy responds to him when he's just riffing with him. He goes, stays nights in hotels, buries himself in pine needles next morning, then turns cameras on. Totally fake. And people are very angry that he was staying in hotels. That seems to be the thing that they keep saying is like, hey, this Bear Grylls, he stays in a hotel. And I was reading, so this guy Chandler Burns says, I still like Man versus Wild. I had a feeling it was fake. Things like what Bear Grylls was showing do happen, and it was some pretty decent advice. Fake or not, somebody who knows zero things about survival, if they got in a plane crash in the middle of nowhere, would be better off having watched Man versus Wild than not watching Man versus Wild.
Okay, I remember this. I because into Man versus Wild, but there was always something that felt a little bit fake about it to me. Was this really a true test of Man versus Wild? No, it wasn't. The real survival heads out there were watching Survivor Man with Les Stroud.
That's the show I thought we were talking about. That's the one I watched. The Canadian, he's a Canadian guy like myself.
Yeah, he's a Canadian guy, and he doesn't have a TV crew because he would often set up his own shots, where he would put a camera tripod, walk way off into the distance, and then walk back to fucking pick it up and take it with him.
I bring this up all the time, but there's a guy named Dick Prenicky who did these nature kind of documentaries about going to Alaska and building a log cabin and stuff like that. And he did the same thing with those shots, and I think that's where what's his face got that from, where he would set up a shot and then walk away from it and then walk back and pick up the camera and then do that multiple times or whatever.
So you're saying even Les Stroud was
I think he was maybe
he was just he was inspired by this other guy. He wasn't bullshitting though. He was doing he was real.
Wouldn't
deal.
stay in a fucking hotel.
No, he wasn't in no fucking hotel. And I didn't know that Bear. I thought at least Bear Grylls staying out in a fucking tent. I'm finding out he's sleeping in a fucking hotel. What's it? I'm gonna find what's he doing now? Where's he at?
Bear Grylls. He seems to have disappeared. I think he made enough money
after a plane crash in the Canadian Rockies.
He made enough money to go away.
Pop up with some show. It's awesome.
Well, actually, I do have some Man versus Wild Amazon reviews for the DVD.
How long did it run for, Man versus Wild?
No, I'd have to look that up.
When did that happen? I'm between what years?
I think 2014 was when they figured out, hey man, this guy's staying in hotels.
2006 is when it came out, looks like.
Didn't Bear Grylls he started doing Man vs. Wild but with celebrities?
Yeah.
He did one with Obama.
What? And Will Ferrell.
He did one with Obama.
Well then I think people should have known they were staying in hotels.
yeah, a former president. If there's any risk that he's gonna starve to death or fall into some glacier.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Honestly,
I'm looking up celebrity episodes because we got to see which.
And I drank some of his pee.
It was surprisingly good.
I won't lie.
It was called Running with Bear Grylls. It seems like it was on the Discovery Channel. Oh wait, no, it was on NBC and Nat Geo. He had Zac Efron on, and they went to the Catskills.
Oh wow, Zac Efron in the Catskills. That's just upstate New York. Come on, that's not impressive.
Then Ben Stiller went to the Isle of Skye in northern Scotland. Channing Tatum went to Yosemite. Tom Arnold in the Oregon. Tom Arnold. What? It's very weird. Tom Arnold, good friend of Mancow, by the way. Obviously, it's hard to tell who's a friend of Mancow. Tamron Hall from the Today Show went to Pink Cliffs. Deion Sanders went to Utah Desert. And then the second season, had Michael B. Jordan, Obama, Drew Brees, James Marsden, Michelle Rodriguez, Ed Helms, and Kate Winslet. And then man, they did like 5, 6.
That's a lot of these, huh?
They did,
Yeah, because Will Ferrell was on it, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still doing it. 2022. They had Natalie Portman, Simu Liu, Ashton Kutcher, Florence Pugh, Anthony Anderson, and Rob Riggle. So Bear is still going. Very strong.
He's doing the thing that the To Catch a Predator guy is doing, where he's trying to do his show that he did, but
he's doing it on his own. I listened to his I heard a couple episodes of his podcast, Predators I've caught. and at one point, like, he hadn't figured out, he had the ads, like he was like, and we'll be right back, but it would cut like at the inappropriate times, like it would he had edited it wrong, but
yeah,
still pretty good.
Maybe his
pretty
editor
good
is smoking a bunch of weed or something.
I got some big news for all three of you right here. Okay. I went and saw him live at the Gathering of the Juggalos. I saw Chris Hansen in a nice little seminar at the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, that's totally.
I mean, he was there to catch all of them. He was just going to sort of encircle the Juggalo compound with a fence and lock the gate, throw away the keys. All the predators, they've been caught.
Oh, who is he? Mark Maron? I mean, lock the gates. Come on.
Why has lock the gates come up like 3 times in Guys too?
I don't know.